Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Hi everyone. So that was hilarious. I did what I do so often and I got distracted. I thought, "Oh, I've got 20 minutes." 20 minutes goes by so fast. And I was distracted and I looked up at the time. I'm like, "Whoops, I'm going to be late." Um Then it seems like I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty, but I'm going to keep going because we'll see if anyone can hear me or see me or anything like that. Um, anyway, so sorry I'm late. I'm not really that late, but I am a little bit late. I was doing something for this cookbook that I was supposed to release it today, and I ran into a big snag with formatting. So I have to push it off till hopefully tomorrow. My goodness. Anyway, how's everyone doing? I hope you're well. Hey, Bob, how are you? I got a chuckle out of your message. Um, put it up there. First of all, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I love it. Um, but what do I plan on making for Thanksgiving? So I will probably do something like Thai food or Italian food or something else. And I'll tell you why. Because we have already had Thanksgiving like 5 times because I'm testing a holiday cookbook that has all these Thanksgiving and Christmas recipes. So we've had turkey dinners and turkey sandwiches and ham and macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and stuffing and all kinds of desserts and all that stuff. So like on Thanksgiving out, that happens all the time, almost every year around any holiday, because I'm doing the recipes a month to weeks beforehand. So we're done with it. We're done with it after that. So I won't be cooking anything like traditional on Thanksgiving. I've already done it 10 times. I've made Thanksgiving dinner 10 times, no doubt. But thank you. And what I would make is all the fixings with the turkey and gravy, but I've already done it, right? So anyway, hi Larry, how are you? I thought about you today. I have not forgotten about trying to resend that PDF. I've just been so busy trying to get this cookbook done. It's been a whirlwind. Hi Barbara, how are you? Hi Heidi. Hi Craig, how are you? And John is not going to be able to be here tonight. He has a board meeting. So he messaged me and let me know that. Hi, Wendy. How are you? Hi, Colleen. Oh, guess what, Colleen? I found extra scrubbies that you had given me. So I have plenty. So don't worry about it. I think I have like 4 or 5 left. They're the Christmas ones, believe it or not. I was looking for something else and I opened a drawer I don't use a lot. And there I found it. So, now that's weird. The countdown just started for this live. Have I been talking all this time and nobody can hear me? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I hope not. But hey Barbara, how are you? Oh my gosh, it is so cold here. It like turned just like that. It was kind of like Indian summer. And then all of a sudden it just turned like crazy. So yeah, it's very, very cold. Let's see. Barbara says it's is Louise live? I'm not connecting. I think there was a little bit of an issue. I'm hoping it's rectified now. I'm seeing that I've been live for 48 minutes. I mean, 48 minutes. Good Lord. 48 seconds. So that probably means everything I talked about before, which wasn't a lot. It was just about Thanksgiving and about Bob's message to me. And I'll repeat it in a minute. I'm just going to go down through these comments really quick. I said hi to everybody, but I might have to go and do it again. Hi, Craig. How are you? So I am on. Maybe there's a delay there. Okay, good. Heidi says she can hear me and see me. That's great. Okay, perfect. So there was a delay. I wonder why. I mean, I was a little bit late, but I was only like 2 minutes late. So I don't know. Did you guys hear me go through all the 10,000 times I made Thanksgiving dinner? Let me know if you heard that. If not, I don't really have to repeat it, but I just don't know what you've heard and what you haven't. Hi, Leanne. How are you? Wendy says she always goes Italian for Thanksgiving. A lot of people do. A lot of people do. All right. So let's see. Hi, Juliet. Did I say hi to you? I can't remember. Anyway. Oh, you did hear me. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, great. Hey, Tony, how are you? Hi, Oh, I'm not going to be able to say your name. Hi from Norway. I'm not going to be able to say that, I don't think. Vaskin Open? Hi, Vaskin Open. I hope I said it at least, semi okay. Hi, Barbara. I think I said your name. I think I said hi to you. I'm all lost now. I'm so discombobulated. Anyway, hi, Sherry Ann. How are you? Okay, good, good. Okay, so people did hear about Thanksgiving and all that stuff. So we're good. Okay, so I don't know what this weird live thing was doing. I have no idea. But anyway, well, I do want to hear about what you guys are making for Thanksgiving. So you can definitely put that in the chat. And also if there's anything, any recipes. Now, I'm not going to be getting out a lot of recipes for Thanksgiving that you will see like on YouTube or anything, because I have been concentrating for the past 2 weeks on putting together a Thanksgiving cookbook. And it's for the Possible Cooker Pro. So it is recipes, some of which I had on my website, but they were pressure cook versions or something like that. So I didn't have to do the full like flavor profile testing. So I thought, oh, this will be easy. I'll get this done. Well, it wasn't that easy. I had to test a lot of them several times to figure out which function on the Possible Cooker Pro was the easiest, the most foolproof, and balancing time and the outcome. That's what I try to always do with these appliances is balance the time it takes, the effort you have to put in, and the outcome. We want the best outcome with the minimal effort, right? And one of the things with my cooking style is I don't like to be too much of a fussy cook. Number one, I forget everything. So like if I go and put something on the stove and if I don't stay right there and babysit, like I come in to do some work or something, I'm going to like burn it because I will forget about it. So I try to make recipes where it's minimal hands-on that you have to do, and most of it is step back and just let the appliance, the stove, the oven, whatever we're using, let that do its job. So it was a little bit challenging to get all that down, but I did it. The recipes are tested. They are done. I was like, I am on track for this. This is coming out on November 11th, just like I thought. This is perfect. And then I ran into the biggest problem with InDesign. If anyone works with InDesign, oh, God bless you, because the learning curve on that is so steep. And I did my last cookbook in InDesign, and I remember it taking me a while, but I thought, well, it'll come back to me. Well, it didn't come back to me. And I think things have moved around and it was crazy. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. I did work it out. I finally got things done. And then when I get off the live, I'm going to put all the recipes into it and all that stuff. But it is going to be amazing. If any of you guys bought my Flavors of Fall cookbook from 2018, this is going to blow your mind. Formatting. I mean, I hope the recipes are as good in the Flavors of Fall, I think they are, as they are in this cookbook. But the formatting and the beauty of it, I wish I had had time to get like a little demonstration together. I could have shown you. I am just so pleased with the way it turned out. So I'm super excited. It is a digital book, so you download it, but I'm doing it a little bit differently. So I wanted to talk about that real quick. And then I also wanted to talk about a new feature on my website that I think you guys are absolutely going to love. So what was I going to see? How my brain goes? I don't even remember. So what was I was going to, I know. So normally, if you guys have ever gotten a digital cookbook and you download it and it goes somewhere, goes into your files on your computer or on your phone, or it goes somewhere. And how often can you not find it? Right. Or if you need to update it, it's a problem because, a digital cookbook I can update. So if there becomes like an issue, like I have a typo or something, I can update it, right? But then I have to email everybody and tell them, you can update it here, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm doing this time is I'm actually going to use the platform that I use for my course, and I'm going to have it in a place where when you buy the cookbook, you can download it. I mean, it's yours. You can download it. You can keep it on your phone. You can keep it anywhere you want. It's perfectly fine. But you will also have a library within Kajabi, which is the platform I use. And so with a simple sign on, you can go to that cookbook anytime. And then it's going to be a little more, interactive. Like the links will take you to, like, there's a couple of things that I did videos for, not long videos, but short videos, like how to stuff the pork loin, because you have to butterfly it and pound it out. So recipes that I thought might have some steps that needed a little bit more explanation, or they're kind of confusing when you go to write them down. It's like, do they really know what I mean about cutting that onion this way? Because it's not a traditional cut for the French onion dip. So I did little videos for them, and I also have a few step-by-step photos for them. So I wanted to create as much information in this cookbook as possible. It's got shopping list, and I mean, it's pretty amazing. I am pretty happy about it. All right. We don't do politics here, so we're gonna forget that. All right. So anyway, and then let me share the feature on my site. And I don't know how to share my screen on here, or I would. But anyway, if you go to my website, thesaltedpepper.com, there is a little icon on phone, on mobile, iPad, computer, whatever. There's a little icon. It looks like a little blue robot, really. And I am testing out, I'm in a beta test for this. So I want you guys to go in and use it and really see what you think about it. See if the answers, are sounding like me, coming from my information on my website. But basically, it is something that you can ask questions about the recipe article, the recipe itself. It's only specific for that page, though. They're going to work on some things, but right now it doesn't go across my whole website, just that recipe. So let's say you're on a recipe for the stuffing, right? And you want to do it, maybe you want to substitute something. You can just type in, can I substitute X for Y, right? And if I have that in my article, in my recipe post, then it will be, it'll spit it out for you. And it's my stuff. It's not going out into the internet world and getting somebody else's recipe or suggestions for something. It's only focused on what's in my on my recipe page. And that was really exciting for me, because I have tried to build this same thing for years, and I could never get the AI, and I mean it, for years, like right when AI first started, I could never get the AI not to go outside of my website. Even though I would give it all the information that it needed, it would always go outside, and it would get random information from somebody, Sally Smith, who may or may not know anything about the Ninja Foodie. And it was spitting out all this weird information. I was like, well, that can't be, because people are going to think that's coming from me. And I don't want people to think that I'm giving them wrong information. So yes, Colleen, it is there now. It's called CookPal. Yes. So, so when I reached out to them because I heard about them on a podcast. I thought, oh, you know what? I'll try it out. And they are so wonderful. They're two ladies. They are both food bloggers. They are fantastic. I absolutely love them. We had a little, meet and greet kind of thing online, and they walked me through it. We got it installed, and now it is ready to go for you guys. So it's going to be on my website at least for 30 days, but probably longer than that. So the beta test is 30 days. They want feedback. So I want you guys, if you're playing around with it, basically, ask it anything you can, see what it comes back with. If it gives you weird information, please let me know. Send me a quick email or a message on Facebook or something like that, because I want to give them their feedback, for the beta testing, because they're trying to make this, work all the time for everybody. So I think it's pretty good. I tried it out a little bit. I haven't had a lot of time to play around with it because I've been busy with the cookbook, but I think it works pretty good. So anyway, I'm really excited about that. Now I don't have to build that myself, right? So I can just concentrate on recipe development and cookbooks and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. And Wendy asked, do I get the results on a beta test? Yes, I will see some things. So I'm sure they'll share with me. I've got some analytics that I can look at myself, and I'm sure they'll share some things with me. But basically, the beta test is more for me to give them the results. Did my audience like it? Did it function all the time? Did it crash? Were there any bugs? Could you access it? Did it give erroneous information? Now, sometimes when I don't mention the answer to your question, if I don't mention it in my post about that recipe, it will sometimes go out and find like a substitute that other people have used, but it should tell you that. I can't find the information on the recipe page, but here, this might be helpful. And I'm okay with that as long as it's saying that it's not coming from me. So if it's not my information, I don't want it to act like it's coming from me, because I don't think that's a good idea at all. I want to be in control of that. So whatever information I give you, if I give it to you wrong, I'm going to take ownership for that. But I certainly don't want any AI bot going out there and finding random information and telling you to ruin your dinner. I just don't want that. So, hey, Dawn, no worries at all. Hey, Brittany, how are you? Oh, I love and miss you too. I've been following you and your baby. Oh my gosh. He's probably not really a baby. He's still your baby though. So yeah. Hey, Barkley, how are you? So anyway, I hope you're doing well, Brittany. We are running back out of town again. I can't believe it. Jeff's aunt passed away from Alzheimer's I guess it was when we were in Europe. So we are going to her memorial and we leave on Thursday. So you talk about busy. Oh my goodness. So busy. Yes, Wendy, source identification. And that's so important. Like, because I use Claude for a lot of things, and not for recipe stuff, but I mean for other things like learning InDesign for one. Oh my gosh, I'd be lost without my friend Claude. Anyway, so I ask Claude things, but sometimes when he comes back with weird stuff, I'll be like, where'd you source that from? So yeah, you got to be careful still with AI. It is getting better though, I will say. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Thank you so much. Colleen, too much so. You are movers and shakers. Too much. I'm kind of a homebody. I like to be at home and I like to work. All this traveling, I love it, but oh my gosh, I'm worn out. And then I get back and I'm like, okay, I can get to work now. I can make my recipes. I can do all this stuff now. Oh my gosh. And I also I built a whole social media scheduler thing. And I was like, this holiday season, I'm going to be posting my recipes on Facebook, and I'm going to be having different formats, and I'm going to be doing this and that and the other. I haven't done any of it. It's crazy. Anyway, but enough about me. So those are the two things. I've got a cookbook coming out, fingers crossed, tomorrow. It's for the Ninja Possible Cooker Pro. I think everybody's going to absolutely love it. I mean, it's got some amazing recipes in it, really amazing. And everything's kind of built around holiday planning and like make ahead things, so that you could make things like there's a make ahead roll recipe and a make ahead bread recipe where you actually make them in the Possible Cooker Pro, but right before you want to serve them, you're going to brown them in the oven. So pretty cool stuff. Anyway, and then what else? And then the CookPal thing. So I have said basically everything that I need to say. So let's hear from you guys. First of all, do you have any questions about either the CookPal or the cookbook? I doubt it because, at least the CookPal, because you haven't had time to even play with it yet. But please keep me posted on what you think about that, because I will eventually have to pay for it. And if you guys don't like it, I'm not going to pay for it. But if you love it, I'm going to pay for it, because I think that, as recipe creators and with all this AI stuff, I'm so disappointed with the way that people are using AI and faking you guys out and putting out fake recipes or untested recipes. But I mean, all that kind of stuff, fake photos, all that stuff that I do not sign up for at all. But I think we have to see if we have to move with the times. So as a recipe creator, I have to utilize AI in my business in ways. And I think this is a great way, because it's going to be a helpful tool as long as it works as it's supposed to. And that's what I want to know. So let me know if it works. Yes, Colleen, it is Possible Cooker Pro recipes. And I'm really loving it. Somebody asked me if they should get it and they have the Ninja Foodie? And my answer would be probably not, because the Ninja Foodie does everything and a little bit more than the Possible Cooker Pro. But as most of you know, um, oh, well, Colleen, I have, and I don't know how to get this up, but I have a brisket recipe. It's a cranberry mushroom brisket. It is amazing. In fact, it is the cookbook cover. It is beautiful. It is easy. It is delicious. Oh my gosh. And then I have a stuffed pork loin, and I've got a baked turkey breast, and I've got, I did a spiced orange ham, which is really good and super easy. I did, of course, I did a stuffing. I did macaroni and cheese that is easy to make, and it doesn't split on you. It doesn't dry out. It's so amazing. I mean, it is just so amazing. I did a loaded baked potato soup that is really, really good. In fact, that is a video that's going to go on YouTube. I made the recipe on a full-length video because I wanted to let people know that I had a cookbook coming out. And I thought, oh, I'll put a recipe with it. And whoever's interested maybe in that, the Possible Cooker Pro might be interested in the cookbook, because it's got that recipe in it. And then, of course, I don't know, like 35 more. I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good book. I'm happy with it. I'm excited. So I can't wait to get it out to you guys. I'll be up all night tonight, by the way. So that's just a given. But anyway, let me know what you guys are doing. It's November 11th. So we've got what? In the US, I know I saw somebody from Canada. Yes, I missed your Thanksgiving. And I apologize. It snuck up on me. I knew it was a month before. I knew that. Because I think it is in October, right? I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. And I knew that. And then it came and went, and I didn't do anything. I'm just so upset. That I forgot, because I like to remember those things and post them on social media to say happy Thanksgiving, because we've got a lot of people in Canada, and I apologize. So yeah, Juliet says, and then I make turkey soup, some to eat and some to freeze. That's perfect. Yeah. I made some wild rice and turkey soup, and that's in the cookbook. Oh, Aaron, a pumpkin cheesecake in my foodie from a Pampered Chef recipe. I hope I can figure that out. Is it a pressure cooker recipe? If it is, just follow it. It'll be fine. If you're doing it in the pressure cooker. When people say in my foodie, now that isn't really descriptive anymore, because, the Ninja Foodie pressure cooker and air crisper was the original Ninja Foodie. And then I don't know what got into Ninja's head. I think success, because they were wildly successful. So they decided to name, 10 other appliances Ninja Foodie: oven, grill, Possible Cooker Pro. I mean, there's just a ton of them. So it's crazy. So yeah. So I will be sending a link to the new cookbook via email. Yes. Barbara, are you on the list for the Possible Cooker Pro recipes? That's another thing I've been working on, is getting my email back up and running. Like, I used to send out emails every Sunday, and then I didn't. And then I have, my audience is a little bit different now. So before it was really all Ninja Foodie pressure cooker and air crisper. That's it. Right. So it was pretty easy. I put out, and I was just doing recipes for that. So it was pretty easy. I did a recipe, I sent it out, blah, blah, blah. But now I have a pretty big email list, and everybody's like segmented out. So I've got the Ninja Foodie people. I've got which again, not descriptive. I have the pressure cooker people. I've got the Possible Cooker people. I've got the combi people, and it's a little bit more confusing, right? So, Erna, yes, I want to hear. So Erna's saying, you were saying that if we have the Ninja Foodie, we don't need the Pro, but as you know, what? I don't know. Is that what I was saying? I thought you were going to tell me why we needed it. The Ninja Foodie Possible Cooker Pro. But did I cut off? I probably did. It's a big problem with me. I start a sentence, my brain is going faster than my mouth, believe it or not. And I forget what I'm saying. And I'm reading, and I'm listening to the dogs. All right, Barbara. So, wait a minute. Barbara, are you saying you have to back out of the cook? I thought you were backing out of the chat. I'm a little confused. Hey, Elise, how are you? So Irma, I don't know what I was saying. I just don't know what I was saying. But anyway, oh, I know what I was going to say. So I was saying that if we have the Ninja Foodie pressure cooker and air crisper, you don't need the Ninja Foodie Possible Cooker Pro. It doesn't do anything different. It's a different shape. It's a different appliance completely. It's a little bit bigger. I happen to like the shape. It's because you can spread out things more. But as you know, now I'll continue because I remember the Ninja Foodie pressure cookers are discontinued. They're not making them anymore. I think that is evident now. I've been hoping it's not, but it's evident. They're not making them anymore. So that appliance is going to phase out for people if you cannot buy replacements, which you can still find them here and there, but mostly you can't. So that's going to phase out. So eventually you're going to look to replace it with something. And really there's not one appliance that can replace it. And that's very disappointing, very disappointing. But two appliances that can pretty much replace it for me is the Possible Cooker Pro and the Ninja Combi. Those are the two that I'm using the absolute most. The Ninja Combi mostly as an air fryer, and the Possible Cooker Pro for everything else. I do some combi meals in the Ninja Combi, but basically I love air fryer, and I love it for bread. It does do a better job at bread, the Ninja Combi, than the Possible Cooker Pro. But I do have recipes for bread in my cookbook because I have figured out a way even to get sandwich bread brown on top in the Possible Cooker Pro. So, yeah. So I'm excited about that. That's funny. I laughed out loud about that. That's so funny. I would say that I'm probably not either. People ask me if I'm going to get what is it? The Ninja Crispy? Is that what it's called? The glass one. I am not at this moment I'm not. Yeah. So anyway, my dogs they're distracting back there, aren't they? I've got the fireplace going too. It's getting a little warm in here, but it's been so cold. Anyway, ask me some questions, guys. Don't let me do all the talking though. Oh, okay. All right. That's good. I'm with the Ninja Crispy and the Possible Pro more now than the Foodie, trying to make my foodies last. Yeah. So probably using them for pressure cook mostly. So the Ninja Crispy. So Colleen, what do you think of it? Let me know. Let me know. Because I don't know. It seems strange to me. Like, I don't know. It's a glass bowl and then you put a thing on top. I don't know. It seems strange to me. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness gracious. You know what that means? I'm going to have to try it out. Oh my gosh. Oh, and Leanne oh my. I was hoping everybody would be like, that's all right. Because I do not need another appliance. Oh, Wendy, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh no. I was thinking about that because it just turned so cold here, and we have an outside sink in the we wouldn't call it a sunroom, I don't think, enclosed porch here. And I was thinking, I wonder if that's gonna freeze. Because I doubt they insulated any of the pipes or anything. So I'm gonna have to think about what to do about that. Let's see. Is there replacements for the Ninja Indoor Grill XL? Do you mean replacement parts, or do you mean are they still selling them? I think they're still selling the Ninja Indoor Grill, even the XL version. I think so. But if they're not, and you're in Canada, right? You would go to the Canadian Ninja store to look for replacement parts for that. But yeah, they usually do. In fact, you can still I looked the other day, you can still get the base of a pressure cooker as a replacement part. So you can get the OL 701 or 601, I forget which one it is, the bottom part, which is the cooking appliance. That's the main part. Then you just have to get a pot to go in it, right? So you can get them, but I thought they were kind of pricey. So I don't know if I would spend that much money, because I got mine when they were on sale for like $99. And well, the first one I bought full price, because I usually do, because I did the review on it and stuff. But when I got another one to test recipes and stuff, I did not pay full price. So anyway, all right. So that's the crispy, 4 to 5 times a week. Well, that's pretty good. The older model. You're talking about the indoor grill, but I still think they have the XL older models, but I don't know. You'll have to go and look on their website, but usually it'll be under, I think they have them under parts and accessories or something. Oh, of course, Colleen, a sale on the Ninja, Crispy. Is that what it's called? Ninja Crispy, right? I'll have to look into it, but I'm gonna get this cookbook done first. Cheryl, yes, it hopefully it's coming out tomorrow. That is my goal. I'm going to stay up all night to try to get this done, because I leave on Thursday morning. So I literally have to get this done. And now that the design layout's done, it is really going to be kind of, fast moving. But if I run into snags, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm hoping for tomorrow. And you can get it. I'll be posting about it on my business page on Facebook. If you're on my email list for the Possible Cooker Pro, you'll get an email about it. I'll be posting in the group about it, which, relying on Facebook and stuff like that is very difficult, really, because who knows when they're going to, show it to people. I have no idea. You can always message me, and then I can send you a message when I have it ready. So hopefully, I'm not sure where, like if you're on my email list or not, but if you are, you'll get an email about it. Let's see. Hi there, Michael. How are you? I use the Ninja pressure cooker to cook chickpeas, right? Yes, that I didn't pre-soak. I cooked them on high pressure and they turned out perfectly after 7 minutes. 2 cups of beans. Yep. I've done that too. Yep. Yeah, garbanzo beans. Yes, same thing. Yep. Yeah, I have a recipe. In fact, I think my recipe is for 7 minutes. I don't know if it's 2 cups of beans though. And then you can also, there's different tenderness that you can get them done to by adjusting, I think, your water amount and your time. I don't remember the recipe off the top of my head, but you can also take those and you can air crisp them. Look at my little kitten back there. You can air crisp them and turn them into nice crunchy snacks. So I have a recipe for that on my website as well. It's pretty exciting. So anyway, any other questions? I know. Isn't she's so cute? She's so cute. Oh, the air fryer garbanzo beans. They're seasoned. I hope they turned out for you. I don't even remember what the seasoning is. I can't remember anything these days. I'm telling you. That's what happens, right? Anyway. No, I knew what you meant. No worries, Michael. I knew what you meant. All right, guys, it's 7 o'clock. Are there any other questions? Because if not, I am going to jump off here because I have so much to do and I really want to get going. But you didn't. Oh, so you pressure cooked them and then went to air crisp them. Were my instructions not right? Or were you going by somebody else's pressure cook? I like to know this feedback because if my recipes don't work, I want to know. I want to know. And I want to problem solve with you guys, because that is the worst thing in the world, is when you're sitting there making a recipe and you're putting all your time, energy, and not to mention ingredients into it, and it doesn't turn out. And if my recipes don't turn out, there's a reason. And it's usually not, I hate to say it's usually not the recipe. It's usually something really, really simple. Maybe that I didn't anticipate that you guys would do or not do or use or not use. But I test these recipes so much and in so many different ways that they better work, or I'll be really upset. So I want to know, upset with myself, not with you guys. So let me know if if they don't work, I want to know. So, okay, I might know the answer. Okay, so let's summarize this because this is actually a really good thing to talk about, Wendy. So Wendy was converting a recipe, and whether it was my recipe or somebody else's, it doesn't matter. But she was pressure cooking her chickpeas from raw, and then she was going over to air fry them. That's perfectly fine. That's great. And she was using either an Instant Pot, right? Is that you were using an Instant Pot or were you using an Instant Pot recipe? Or both, it doesn't matter. And they weren't cooked long enough. So there's a couple of things. The Instant Pot has usually a stainless steel inner pot. So when you put a cup of water, let's just say that's what you put. I think you put more, but let's just say you put a cup of water. It comes to pressure a little bit quicker. And time to pressure is cook time. Okay. So when it comes, because of the way heat transfers from stainless steel to the water, it's going to be faster than the ceramic to the water. Okay. So heat transfers. The water's boiling. The time to pressure, the water is boiling and building steam. That is cooking your food. It's cooking, even though you're not under pressure yet. So when that time to pressure is changed, like using stainless steel pot because it came up to the boil quicker, produced steam quicker, didn't boil as long before it went under pressure, you did reduce your cook time. And with things that are quick cooking, like pastas and stuff like that, that can really make a difference. Now with chickpeas, I'm surprised it made that much of a difference, but it could certainly. No, I would. Well, you could. That's a good workaround. You could put more water in when you're using a stainless steel pot, but I would do a longer natural release or add a little bit of time, depending on what I was cooking. If I was cooking chickpeas, I would probably add a little extra time instead of adding the extra water because the goal is to measure out the water so that the chickpeas completely absorb it by the end of the pressure cook time. I mean, that's the goal there. At least that's my goal with my recipe. I hate dumping liquid out. I don't like cooking and then having to dump something out and then having to dry the pot or whatever before I move on. I don't like it. So I like to make my recipes where there's no liquid left for something like that, or very little, but that is a thing that happens sometimes. Yeah, just a little too much of a bite. Now, did you try to air fry a little longer? Of course, then you got to run into a little bit of issues. So like with the outside getting too done, because food cooks from the outside in, so you might get the outside, you'd have to go on a lower air fry for a little bit longer, and they would soften up a little bit more. Tony said, I've used your recipe a few times, canned and fresh, had no issues with either. Crunchy chickpeas. Yay. Good to know. Bye, Aaron. Have a great night. And George, I saw you pop in and I didn't even get to I thought, well, maybe I did. I saw there's Grateful. I thought I saw George pop in from Scotland, but maybe not. Anyway, so no problem. Thanks for being here. Grateful. Thank you so much. Let me think about what I was doing. I can't even remember. Well, that's awesome. All right. You can tell my brain's not really focused, right? You can tell because I'm just thinking about like how I'm going to get this done tonight. Just thinking about it like, oh my goodness gracious. But anyway, good night, Michael. Good night. And I think we're probably just wrapping up because, which I feel so bad because I like chatting with you guys, but my brain isn't here. Colleen, can you help? Oh, you may be able to if you feel like it. You can send me an email. I would love a set of eyes on the recipes to just do a do they make sense thing. That would be great. I mean, I've looked over them, I've made them, but yeah, send me an email because yeah, I could use help with this. Definitely. I love you. Thank you. I still use your database that you helped me with. In fact, that has, it was like an investment in, well, it was mostly your time that you invested. I appreciate you so much for that. And now it's coming into handy in so many ways. So all the graphics that I'm using and everything all get pulled from that. So that database was just simply amazing. Now, unfortunately, I haven't kept up with it. So I probably have about, I don't know, 6 months of recipes I still need to input into it, because I just always forget. But I'm trying to get better. Trying to get better. Um, Hi, Michelle. How are you? So I am getting ready to sign off, Michelle. I have been on just a little over, oh, only over like 30 minutes, 40 minutes almost. But I'm trying to get a cookbook done, and I've just, that's where my brain is right now. So I'm not even like focused too much. And I apologize because I'm just not. So anyway, I know. But okay, great, Colleen. I will look at it right now before I get working and start to think about what I might be able to do. Maybe I'll send you a couple of the recipes that are already inputted and you can look through it and see. You know, anyway. Thank you, Tony. Thank you so much. And Wendy, surround yourself with good people. And those are words to live by, my friends. I have, like, just to give you a little bit of personal information on me. I have never been surrounded by so many good people in my entire life until I met all of you guys through the salted pepper. And I'm not even joking about that. I'm just not joking about it. I've said before and I will say again, the Ninja Foodie community has given me a new outlook on humanity. Seriously, because it can be pretty damn ugly out there and people are pretty damn rude. And I get my share of rude people too, but all in all, you guys are, I know, that I will, right? Colleen says don't start tearing up. I will. You guys have been such a blessing to me. I just can't even articulate it because I think about you all the time, whether I'm live or not live. Everything I do in life is in hopes that I provide value to you guys because you all have provided so much value to me in just your simple, sweet hellos and goodbyes. And there I go, Colleen. Yeah, Michelle, my tears are coming too. Um, so I just want you to know how much I appreciate you guys. I just do. And I think about you all the time, all of you. Obviously, some of you I know a little bit more than others, but my world is an open door. I love emails. I'm not the best at responding right away, but I love getting them from you. I love messages from you. I love any communication that we can have. The joy of doing what I do behind the scenes is putting it out there and having it received from you guys and getting the feedback and letting me know how how you like the recipe. All those things are just so important. And I cannot say enough how much I love you guys so much. And it comes from the bottom of my heart. I just love you guys. Hi, Silo. How are you? So now two ninjas she's got. Which ones do you have? Do you have the Ninja Foodie pressure cooker and air crisper or a different one? Let's find out what Sella has. And then I'm gonna go. Okay. I know. Wendy, I'm kind of a mushy girl, really. I'm not overly emotional, like, well, I guess I am because I cried at the Folgers commercial way back in the day. I'm dating myself. So if you know what I'm talking about, I think it was like around the holidays where it's a Folgers commercial and there's a guy, a father and a kid, and one's in pajamas and stuff. And it's just, they're coming down to have, I think the husband is coming down to have some coffee or something. And maybe there's a little kid peeking around or something. I don't know, whatever it was. I don't remember, but I just bawl every time I see that commercial, which I haven't seen it in probably about 20 years, but every time it came on, I would just cry because it was just so sweet. So sentimental. I'm definitely sentimental. So the pressure cooker and the crispy. Awesome. Awesome. We've been talking about the crispy a little bit here. I don't have it and I've never used it. And I was kind of like, I don't need that. I've got so many air fryers, but now people are saying how much they love it. So I'm going to have to look into it, I think. Yeah. and see what it's all about. Because if it is a better air fryer, well, then good, you know. I like the combi for air frying even more. I like the combi more for air frying than I do the foodie. And that is because of the space in it, right? I like to be able to spread things out, and I like the different layers. So if I want to air fry something kind of high up to get a lot of real direct heat, I can do that, or I can air fry it lower down. So, well, thank you, Michelle. Love you too. And yes, Folgers. Anybody, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Definitely dating myself there. All right, guys. I love you. I'm gonna say goodnight. And Colleen, I will let you know when I get that email. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see this. Oh, I made something that I think you would like using. Fresh rosemary, to salt in a coffee grinder, and made, oh, that sounds good. As a matter of fact, I have some rosemary that I need to get rid of, use up before it just freezes, right? So I'm going to do that. That sounds wonderful. Barbara, thank you so much. Yeah, Colleen, that sounds amazing. I was testing a recipe the other day, and I have my rosemary infused oil that I did from, the rosemary that I got in Italy. And I thought, I'm going to put this into, and I forget what recipe it was. It might have been the brisket recipe, honestly. And I was going to put that in. I was like, nope, nope, nope. I can't. I'm testing a recipe. Nobody's going to have rosemary infused olive oil, right? I mean, not nobody, but not very many people. So I'm like, no, I can't use it. I can't use it. So a lot of times I can't use those specialty items and when I'm testing recipes, because I have to use things that you guys are going to be using, right? So that all comes into play, trust me, because now when I'm cooking just for myself, I'll use whatever. But yeah, I have to think about all that and stuff. All right. Bye. Bye, Elise. Bye, Leanne. Good night. Good night, Wendy. Colleen, do you have a freeze dryer? I bet you would love a freeze dryer. I just freeze dried a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just amazing. I love it. And you could freeze dry that stuff. I don't know how well you would pull the moisture out of the rosemary. There's not really moisture in the salt, but anyway. Elle Goodman, good night. Good night. And Colleen saying she has a small coffee grinder just for making herb combos. That's awesome. That's awesome. I have a small one somewhere too that I used to use for that, but I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it in a long time. All right, guys, I love you. I am going to get off here so I can get this cookbook done and out tomorrow. And I hope you guys, those of you who have the Possible Cooker Pro and want to purchase it, I hope you love it. And I hope you see the link or get on my email list for that. Okay. Good night. Good night, Bonnie. Oh, I know I've missed you, Bonnie. I've missed you. We haven't been connecting that much. And, with timing and different things like that. So anyway, good to see you. And Larry, I'm going to get that PDF to you, babe. I promise. All right. Bye, guys.